Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the United Way for the Manchester United versus Everton preview. Back again, playing tomorrow. The games just keep coming and coming and coming. But joining me today to talk about or to preview this game tomorrow is the main man himself, Tom. How's things?
How are you?
Not too bad. It's Friday. Well, I know there was no school this week, but I don't know. It's still that kind of. It's Good Friday, Tom. It's Good Friday. Do you know what I mean? It's always a Good Friday, isn't it? There's never a time where there's a bad Friday, unless you're a Liverpool fan. But lucky enough, we're not. We're not. But again, before we get stuck in, like, comment, that subscribe button. Let us know your score predictions for the game tomorrow. Will it be an easy game? Will it be a tough game? Let us know in the comments. But Tom, I want to get your overall thoughts on the game against Brentford when we beat them 1-0. What you think of it?
It was a good win. I mean, we played okay. We weren't amazing. We weren't bad. I think at this point in the season, you just need to win. I think you don't have to obviously playing well is good enough, but at this point in the season, just get the results. Get as far as you can. Try win the true trophy. The two competitions we're still in. Get top four at least. Maybe go for third. Hopefully, just try your just get the results. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Rahul already gave him a bit of positivity, saying it'll win 2-0. I think because it's at Old Trafford as well, that's why people are a lot confident there. If this was at Goodison Park, what would be the expectations? What would be the thoughts as well? But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, what do you think of Sabita? Actually, I thought he actually had a decent game.
He's good. He's a good player. He's a good passer. Got the assist for a Rashford goal. No, he was good. He was solid. Definitely wasn't bad.
Yeah. There's positivity today. I don't know what it is with people. Darshan Patel says United 3-0 win with full domination. Hey, I'll take it, Tom. I don't know. I'll happily take that. I like it. I like these confident predictions. I mean, I don't think there's been a stream where, especially you, Tom, where you've had a negative prediction. I might have had one or two, but I don't think I predict us to lose a game yet. I don't think anyone has, actually, to be fair. I could be wrong. Maybe the Arsenal.
We all thought we'd lose that, but we won.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That is exactly it. Looking forward to tomorrow's game, Tom.
Yeah. I mean, it's at Old Trafford, so say what we.
Yeah, that's it. The other question is, are you confident?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Everton have been okay, but there's a difference between good and great. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I mean, Sean Dyche, like, don't get me wrong. I think they've won the last. I don't know what's. I don't know, like.
Monday.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was what. Then anyone can, take points off Tottenham. I mean, I can't wait for us to play Tottenham. Rahul says, even at Goodison, I would fancy us. Yeah, I mean, I think, we have more quality. I mean, I think that game against Newcastle is kind of blown behind us because you know what we can do. And yeah, we beat them at Goodison 2-1 earlier on the season. Anthony and Ronaldo. Iwobi got a brilliant goal, to be fair to him. I'm not sure if you remember the goal Iwobi got. Yeah. That was a decent goal. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Everton survived last season. Now, had Frank Lampard sacked them, Chelsea decided to appoint him. I mean, I know it's not a Chelsea fan channel, but Tom, are Chelsea going back to, what are they doing? Like, one step forward, three steps back? What's the story?
I think they've kind of all accepted that they're pretty decent. They're not going to get much better, so they can appoint anyone, just keep them, and then in the summer, I think, remember what we did with Rannick? It's a bit like that, except they were so desperate, and they know for a fact that they're not getting anything. Like they're going to they're not going to finish anywhere higher than 8th. So yeah, they kind of might as well just Lampard and just for the heck of it, get a new manager in the summer like Nagelsmann or someone like that, and then move on. That's what they're doing.
Would it be a Todd Bowley thing to do if Frank Lampard went and but he finished fifth, finished fourth, and everything went well, and they decided to appoint him? Would that be a Todd Bowley kind of thing?
It probably would because that definitely won't happen. Like there's more chance of me going an extra arm than there's a. Never know. I mean, I don't play that good football knowledge. I don't know, like so, but he's good, but lack of football knowledge.
Yeah, Rahil just speaking at the game tomorrow says not completely confident. Yeah, confident, but I mean, it's Everton. They're such a weird team. You don't know what you're going to get from them. I mean, we played them in the FA Cup. We beat them 3-1 as well. So we beat them here before, and we know how to do. And that was under Frank Lampard as well. Sean Dyche, Brexit FC. You know, Brexit football. He loves the old 4-4-2s or stuff like that.
But
What do you reckon?
Team now, so it's a bit different. I mean, and like. It's not going to be as bad as Burnley were back when he was manager. It won't be that bad. Like I mean, it's certainly like be that easy, but like that would be.
Yeah. I mean, what?
They don't even have a proper striker. They just play Andrew Gray up top. Or no, Demarai Gray. Sorry.
Did you not play Mopay?
No.
Did you not? Jesus. Yeah. I mean, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I take it he's out injured.
He's injured.
Jesus Christ! I thought Martial was bad. I thought Martial was bad. Another comment in from Darshan Patel says, I think tomorrow Ericsson will play an important role as we need creativity to break Everton defence. They play too deep. Tom, I'll get your thoughts in a few about Ericsson's return, but I can't. This is good that Ericsson's coming back.
He's 100%, yeah. We've missed.
And Tom, one more game without Casemiro, and that's tomorrow. Hear me out. Are you just looking forward to getting tomorrow's game done and dusted?
Oh, definitely, yeah. No, I mean when Casemiro's back, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to have our normal midfield back. I mean, don't get me wrong, Sabitser's doing pretty well. Fred, he does well with Casemiro, but not without.
Camiro's Casemiro.
Yeah, he's just a goat, and I just hope he doesn't go into any more silly challenges. So stay out with Casemiro. Just don't go for the ball. You stay away. But yeah, I mean, we'll talk about Ericsson returning, you know, where we could play him and how. Obviously, Rahil speaking about Chelsea. For Chelsea fans, the danger is that Chelsea would give Lampard an extension. Well, I think it's Luis Enrique and Nagelsmann who are up there for the job. So
That's true.
I shouldn't have said Spain manager's name because I have a course with him. I'm sure you know what I'm on about. Yeah.
That was
yeah, watch my audio and fucking up there or something like that. But yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, I mean, Deutsch, you know, a bit of a weird manager. I actually like Sean Deutsch, but you know, he's not as like just, you know, he's just one of those. Do you know what I mean? He's such like I watched him do a podcast there a while ago, and he's just like he is down to earth, but like you can tell as a manager he takes no shit. So
I rate him so highly. Like I love him.
Yeah, that's it. That is definitely it. But yeah, I mean, with the form, just going to throw him in there because I think he's our main man at the moment, and without him, I don't know where we'd be. Rashford. I want to get your thoughts on the season so far.
Rashford season so far.
Yeah, I think I know what you're going to say. Yeah. Yeah, he's I mean, he's just something else, isn't he, Tom? Like, I mean, I don't know about you, but like, when Player of the Year comes around at like near the end of the season, I mean, that's probably going to be a tough one to pick. Would you say?
Yeah, I think you have to give Rashford because the improvement. Was fantastic, but we all knew what we were getting with Casemiro. Rashford, like, remember last season he got 4 goals in the Prem, and now he gets 4 goals in the space of like 3 weeks compared to all season last season. So he's improved so much.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, you getting back to you. You said it. I'm not sure whether you said Ten Hag, but you said the next manager is Rashford's last chance.
Yeah,
Tom,
I think
you must have watched this. You must have watched the stream and said, "Yeah, he's right."
I mean, I don't think I ever knew it, to be fair. Like, but like it was a fact, like, you know, because we all knew he was talented, but he just had a really bad like odd while, and you're thinking, you know, he's running out this next manager is pretty much his last roll of dice, and he's
Yeah.
now he's banging them in left, right, centre.
Yeah, he is. I mean, when he gets the ball, you're like, he's gonna bag this. Like, you just know, like, yeah, this is going in the back of the net. Like, it's if it doesn't, it's if it's not in the back of the net, it's fairly close to him.
But now
Uh,
the improvement he's made is like exceptional.
yeah, he is definitely. I mean, without him, I don't know we would beat him. I actually don't.
Yeah.
Rahul saying, is Deutsch still playing 4-4-2? I actually don't know. I'm trying to look at here actually. The 4-1.
It's 4-5-1 now or 4-1-4-1. So basically, like,
Yeah, defensively.
he's Godfrey, Keane, Tarkowski, Coleman, and then he is a midfield three of Torre, and Neil, Gray.
Did you say Adrisa Gay by any chance?
Yeah, no, yeah, he's the one of the fields. He's the DM along with Torre and
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see how they play with Decore. I mean, I take it he's suspended for tomorrow's game.
it could be. I don't remember. Oh yeah, of course he got a right card.
Yeah, yeah. So that'd be probably a 3-match ban for him with it. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, he still goes with. It's still defensive football, isn't it? Though what Sean Dutch goes with.
It's defensive enough, but it's not the same as Burnley because he's different players. Like.
Yeah, yeah. It's pause. That's very true. Lash Patel, well, United have played well at home and played worse in away games. Honestly, I haven't got a clue. Is it a confidence thing?
Yeah, the confidence of the fans, like, I mean, when you played home, you feel much more confident because you've got one of the big stadium league, like, with good fans as well. They push you forward, like, because remember when we were really good away from home? That's when the fans were. That's when no fans were allowed. So that's kind of why we're not playing good at home. Because the fans, before the fans are there, we were. But the fans are back, so.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't we not nearly like? I know we didn't go a full season without being unbeaten away, but didn't we nearly go a full season without being unbeaten away from home? We like went into 22, 23, something like that, unbeaten run away from home.
Well, I think we actually went one of the whole seasons without getting beaten away at all. I no, we lost at home. We lost like 5 or 6 games. Palace at home, Brighton at home, Liverpool at home, Spurs at home. I think there's someone else I'm not thinking of.
I'm trying to think of myself. But the games that you probably expect just to win, we probably slipped up. Rahul says we are not consistent. Obviously, that's the replying to Darshan comments. I mean, it's hard to know. It really is hard to know, and I'd love someone to ask Ten Hag that question because I'd love an answer to it. But he's probably gonna say the same thing or something like that. But yeah, definitely away we've been poor, and our next away game is next Sunday against Nottingham Forest. So we should beat them with like that be Casemiro back for that game. We have Sevilla at home on Thursday at Old Trafford. So, but you'd still expect us to beat Forest without Casemiro. But again, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna go through Everton's season so far, see how they're going on about. But Tom, just what I'm trying to look, I know you don't watch Everton as much, but what you've seen and what you're hearing, how do you think Everton are doing so far?
No, they've definitely improved. Like Sean Ices, I mean, they drew to Chelsea, they drew to Spurs. And they beat Arsenal. They've been good. Like they've not won for real, but they've been good. They certainly don't get they'll say they'll avoid the drop. But I don't. I'm not like scared. I'm not like we'll be in trouble. They're fine, but they're improving. They're better than they're better than that, but they're not.
Yeah, That's it. I mean, just looking at they're 16th in the Premier League, 27 points. Their last five, two just gonna go through it. Three draws, a loss, and a win. That's Everton's kind of form. But I mean, I don't think we've ever kind of had an easy game against a Sean Dyche kind of team.
Yeah, but I'd be paying now because of different players. That's back to Europe before, like never really
Yeah, that's it.
dodgy players who would cost you in games like that. Like, you can play. When I'm not play and play, you can, with all due respect, that it,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at the last five games here. Let me just make sure I'm going through it right. Arsenal beat them 4-0 at the Emirates. They drew 2-2 against Forest. By the way, those were two away games as well. Beat Brentford 1-0, just like we did. Drew 2-2 against Chelsea, and obviously drew 1-all against Tottenham. So their away form probably isn't all that as well.
well, I mean, like
But they have been tough teams.
Arsenal destroyed them. Chelsea are a good team. And, Forest.
Yeah.
As I said before, we'll be fine. We're not going
Yeah, it probably won't be an easy game, but I
to. Just
agree.
annoying because of our defense there. It's not going to be like a tough game. It'll just be a bit annoying.
Yeah, I don't think they have as like their defenders wouldn't be as pacey either. Like so, Rashford will probably hopefully have a field day. But Rahul says we have to beat Everton. Top four is not done yet. No, definitely not. I think if we win tomorrow, though, that'll be what. Well, it depends what happens in the Tottenham game. But for a matter of time, we're like 6 points ahead of them. I actually don't know who Tottenham are playing this weekend. Hopefully, it's just some shitty team and they lose or something. Darshan asks a question saying, "Will Everton escape the relegation?" Tom, what are you saying?
Yeah, they will. Like they're not going to get relegated. They're certainly not a really team like relegated. They'll probably come like 15th or 14th. They'll be nice. So they'll keep
Yeah, I think Sean Dyche, he's been in these kind of situations before, hasn't he, with Burnley? I know they got relegated last season, but you know, he knows he has experience in these relegation battles or whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. Like, would you be surprised if they got relegated? Like,
I mean, yeah, but Everton is like they have no proper goal scorer. Like I mean, like he doesn't have a big tall target man like he did like Wood at Burnley. He plays left winger or right. Like he's a good
yeah,
he's physical. I doubt like there's no big chance. But I'd say that before I say so, but like the way it's
yeah.
saying,
I I agree. I think they will kind of escape it. I mean, I know they don't have kind of like your target man or whatever like that, but you know, I don't think Sean Dyche will be a man to let that happen. And you know, they survived last season with Frank Lampard, and I just think they'll survive this season as well. But
yeah,
again,
Lampard's not a good manager. Like
no,
he barely finished top four Chelsea this season. He had the mid table. He he not just doesn't play.
I mean, he's done well with Derby, but I always think Frank Lampard should be the man to kind of manage a championship team or a League One. I mean, look at Vincent Company, like doing well at Burnley, but I'm sure if you gave him to manage a Premier League team, which probably will be a Premier League team, it depends what happens tonight in their game.
The thing with companies, in fairness, but I mean the same thing as Javi. They they used to be they have he just did well at Derby, but like, he's
Yeah, yeah. He's not all that. Uh, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's, I think, like, I mean, look at Ollie as well, like, did he have kind of that main experience as some would like to? I think he managed Mold and Cardiff, but, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with, especially, I mean, Lampard. I don't know. I wouldn't have any hope if I was a Chelsea fan with him. I don't think they do. Rahul says Deutsch is a master of the escape. Exactly. He also says for Everton, it's a failure on their part. They aren't in the top half. Yeah, I don't think they'll finish like mid-table. Like I think they'd be, probably
But
finish.
oh no, like Everton are not going to be a top half team for at least another 3 years. Sold, they sold Richarlison, they didn't replace group. Like no sense. They're okay defenders, but like why McNeil, he got relegated to sign Connor mid-table. It's like Dele Alli, shocking. Never played.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it. And
That left back, Vitaly Mikalenko, he's average. He's not too bad, but like you won't finish top half.
yeah, yeah, that's it. I mean, if I'd be surprised. I mean, would it be one of those things where if they get relegated, you'd be surprised, or
I'd be a bit surprised, but it depends. Like, so if something could go terribly wrong, if they
yeah,
lose Godfrey or like or good like Tarkowski, one of the two, there, or maybe one of the three that goes are screwed. God, I see Ben Godfrey. Anyway, that's the thing.
yeah, yeah, that's it. Uh, I mean, like, I think you kind of said it there, but like do you have your kind of your wits about Everton? Like, could they turn up and beat us? Or I know you said don't worry, but could they maybe
They're not.
get a point off us?
No, they're like I'm so sure there's no way they're beating. Like they're simple. They're a bottom half team. They're a few okay players. They're big, absolutely no one.
Nice.
I, if I ever have to come on a these days, I I don't see how.
Yeah, yeah. What's Darshan Patel just asked a question that's what I was trying to look for. Any update on the sale of Manchester United? Well, when is there never an update around Manchester United? The latest I can tell you, which was earlier on today, is Jesus Christ. Nearly there, nearly there. I think it's about the rain. Yeah, so Jim Ratcliffe has appointed director John Cleed Blank. He would have a huge. So basically, just the bids are kind of they're in, but supposedly the Glazers still want their 6 billion. I actually have more news here. Actually, now I think. So yeah, this is you know those behind the Qatar-based bid from Man United don't believe there will be any opposition from UK government should they be successful in their bids. Bidders are hopeful that they will get a response from Rain by Easter. Easter's on Sunday, so I don't think they're going to get a response. Following their delayed bids last month, senior figures in the UK government have privately said that they would actually welcome Qatar based investment at United, despite opposition from LGBTQ and human rights groups, especially if it will include community funding, which has previously been mentioned. So again, both Jim Ratcliffe and Qatar still going head to head. Nothing's certain, nothing's for definite, but keep up to date because it can just change. And as I said, Ratcliffe has appointed Jean-Claude Blanc. He would have a huge Manchester United role if the bid was successful. So both bidders are doing what they can, and yeah, Qatar kind of definitely probably the confident one, so you could say they're close. But it hasn't been as there hasn't been that much news over it this week, but it's still a talking point as well. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Rahul, I'll be surprised if Everton relegated. I think many would be. I mean, it's probably the relegation probably could speak for itself at the moment, but will Everton kind of go move down into the relegation place if they lose tomorrow? I'm not sure what happens, what's going on further. Realistically, they can get a point at best. Yeah, I mean the fairness side, the way we're kind of our defenses, we're not going to be broken down easy, Tom, even without Luke Shaw in there.
A striker, I'd be flabbergasted if he competed.
Yeah.
They don't even have a striker.
No. If they're gonna get a goal, they probably got like a Connor Cody or a Tarkovsky scoring a corner or something silly like that. Will United home and beaten run, and Will United's home and beaten run end this season? I'm afraid to say yeah, I'm afraid to say no.
I don't think it will.
Really?
No, we faced all the big teams like at home, so I don't think.
Ooh, that's that. I like it. Hey, listen, I'm afraid to say yeah, I'm afraid to say no. To be fair to you, but I think I think Old Trafford slowly turning back into a fortress. If not slowly, I think it is. This is only season one of their Ten Hag's reign. I'd love to have a great away, a beating away as well, but unfortunately, I'm not going to get both this season. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. And Tom says he doesn't think, or he thinks we're going to being at home this season. And again, I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, Tom, you're crazy." I hope you're right. I really do. I really do. Rahul asking, who would you start? Well, we'll get to that in a few, actually. I mean, Tom's kind of pretty much answered everything. But just, I want to get your thoughts on Luke Shaw's injury. Unfortunately, he's not going to be available tomorrow, which is a bit of a kick in the teeth because he's doing fairly well and he's only extended his contract a week ago. What do you reckon? What's your thoughts on this Luke Shaw injury? Do you reckon we can rely on Malacia? Because, again, I actually think Malacia's a decent left back.
Oh, we can rely on Malacia. Malacia's still good. Like I know Luke Shaw's our main star, but he's solid. He's not nothing wrong with him. Obviously, he's gonna make up take here and there. Not quite. I wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder who's got, like, will we call up Brandon Williams or will you get someone else on the bench? I wouldn't even call up Brandon Williams, to be fair. You probably have like a Wan-Bissaka and someone else. It depends. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
I mean, like he's a right. Get rid of him. I'm just like.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably only going to be for one game. I think Shaw will be back for the game on Thursday.
Yeah.
I really, really do. Rahul said Luke Shaw deserves a bit of a break off, I reckon, but Malacia isn't ready at the moment. I thought he did well when he came out against Brentford on Saturday, on Wednesday.
Good player, like he's like, I mean, he started in the win against Arsenal, the win against Liverpool. He's played the game pretty well, so like don't come thing. He's definitely.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to start. I don't think I don't think he'll. I can't see him doing anything else crazy at the back. But again, Tom, we have the big news. We talked about the starts. Thoughts on Eriksen finally returning? Well, not finally, because in fairness, he had the injury. It's not like he chose to come back. But thoughts on him returning? Ten Hag said he'd be in the squad tomorrow. Not sure whether he'll start. So he hasn't said anything about him starting, but he'll be back in the squad. Thoughts, Tom?
No, I mean, we've missed him. We have really missed him.
Yeah, do you reckon he'll be a big, like, what would you do? Like, would you throw him straight back in or ease him back in? Because it's not like a Casemiro's where you can throw him back in. Like, he had a bit of a long injury as well, so you don't want to risk him for anything like that.
Ease him back in because he hasn't played since January. I put him on the bench and bring him up. I wouldn't throw him back in yet. But depends on
Yeah. Yeah. I think, I don't think he'll start tomorrow. I can see him coming on in the last 10, 15 minutes, but I don't think I don't think Ten Hag will be the kind of guy to throw him on, from minute one. But if he does, he does. Ten Hag knows best, obviously. Uh, but it would be a surprise to some. I'm not sure. But again, let us know in the comments. Anyone else, whoever's watching, let us know your predicted 11. Throw our score predictions at us. And thoughts on Ericsson returning, basically. Just want to go through team news quickly. So again, the core A is out. That's just reading it there. Ruben Vinagre has overcome an Achilles problem, while Calvert-Lewin continues to build his fitness. So again, still injuries there. And yeah, I'm just going to go through a few head-to-head stats, and then I'm going to go talk about Ten Hag's press, and then we're going to go through the predictions phases. So Manchester United have won 38 Premier League games against Everton. A 39 victory will tie the competition record for most wins against the same opponent, currently held by United versus Tottenham. Everton have won just one of their past 29 league fixtures at Old Trafford, a 1-0 victory in December 2013. However, they have drawn on each of their last 3 visits. Everton could score in 10 successive Premier League matches against United for the first time. Fair enough. So again, their form against us, Tom, isn't great, which is good for us, obviously. So Manchester United have lost just one of the last 23 home Premier League matches, where that was against Brighton at the start of the season, which ended 2-1. They have won 13 successive home league games when scoring first, a run that stretches back to February 2022. United are one of the only teams who haven't dropped a point from a winning position at home in the Premier League this season, along with Tottenham. The Red Devils have already matched last season's final tally of 16 league victories. They are beaten in all 14 Premier League fixtures this season against teams currently in the bottom half of the table. Again, Marcus Rashford has scored 19 goals at Old Trafford this season, the most by a Red Devil player since Wayne Rooney also scored 19 in 2011 and 12. So again, Everton, what do they have? Nothing exciting. Not exciting. But yes, I want to talk about Ten Hag's press, if my phone will actually let me do it. So, Erik Ten Hag and Christian Eriksen's injury, he says, at first it was really a bad tackle and a bad injury. He's ahead of schedule, so happy with that. Again, he also said Erik Ten Hag on bringing the passion back into the club. He says, you have to do it every game. There has to be the standard. You have to do it, and that's the responsibility you have to deliver when playing for Man United. You have to be accountable. He says it's about, obviously he spoke about mentality. He says it's about demands. You have to make standards always. It's about culture. You have to always. He says when you are not in the top, they can do it once. But for a player who was at the top, I think probably all about Marcus Rashford competing for trophies, the Premier League. You have to do it always and be consistent. It's our job to bring that mentality. Then he spoke with Sean Dyche. He says he's obviously a manager doing a great job. His team is really fit. Their physical output is outstanding, so we have to match that. Then obviously he spoke about injuries. Shaw's unavailable. Ericsson back in the squad. For the rest, we have a squad that is ready to play. And another one I want to throw in there, Tom. Newcastle United fan Michael Oliver will referee tomorrow's game. What do you reckon?
Can't be that.
Oh God! Imagine if I'm glad Casemiro's not playing because you find a reason to. I don't like him. I don't like Michael Oliver.
No one does.
I really don't. I don't like any referees, to be fair. Unless you have a referee like I have. No.
I don't think.
No. Yeah, that's it. Rahul saying Malacia has to play. Malacia has to play, but he has to up his level. Oh yeah, definitely. And he also spoke with Ericsson. He says Ericsson is key. Him and Casemiro are most important with Varane, Martinez, Shaw, etc. Yes, that's definitely it. And again, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game. I'm buzzing for it. There will be a watch along. It's never back to yearly kickoff. But there will be watch along game. Kicks off at 12:30, so I'll be live at about 12. So join me for that one. And anything else? Obviously, you know the main team now. Shaw is out, Garnacho, Van de Beek, Casemiro suspension, Ericsson Torre. Tom, let's go for it. Predicted 11.
De Gea, Malacia, Brandon, Dallo, the bit Fred, Fernandez, Rashford.
Nice. I'm gonna go De Gea in goals again. Whoever's watching, let us know in the comments your predicted 11 and all that. De Gea in goals, Malacia left back, Martinez, Varane, and I'm gonna say Wan-Bissaka. I don't know why. His midfield, I feel like he's gonna go with Sabitzer McTominay again. If he plays Fred and Sabitzer, I'll happily take it. Just once it's not McFred, that's all that'll do. Rashford on the left, Anthony on the right, Bruno Cam, and yeah, some people are saying they don't think he'll start, but personally, I think he'll start Martial. Either him or Weghorst, but yeah, Martial for me. Rahul's predicted 11 is De Gea, Malacia, Martinez, Varane, Dallo, Sabitzer, McTominay, Bruno, Rashford, Martial, and Anthony. Nice 3. Tom's predicted 11 and Rahul's. I'll be happy with either, to be fair to you. Score predictions. Knew I was forgetting something.
2-0.
Rashford
and Anthony.
What do you think of his game tonight? Getting a lot of critics again.
Give him time, man. You just have to be patient. That's the problem. He's just not.
Again, I do think we're going to concede because I feel like it's a typical thing. I'm going 2-1 anyways. That's pretty confident for me anyways. I'm going to say Rashford, Sabitzer, and I'm just going to throw the Mary Gray in there just to, feel a bit something like that. Either him or some stupid, ridiculous goal from like Connor Cody or something ridiculous like that. As well. But again, Tom, thanks for joining me for the preview on this Friday night. Much appreciated. And again, to anyone watching, me and Ryan, obviously, I know me and Ryan came up in it, but I include the rest of the lads in it as well. Just don't tell Ryan. But we kind of set up this kind of the backroom pod. We have an Instagram and a Twitter, so if you go over and follow that, much appreciated. We cover all sports. We had darts last night, so Ryan was on the Twitter, I was on the Instagram. Football tomorrow. We have another sport in there, but if you're Irish, you'd know it. If you're not, you probably know it. And it's not just that, we cover all other sports as well, not just the Prem, Championship, League 1, League 2, all that kind of stuff. And make sure to pop it a follow. Much appreciated. Rahul's preferred 11 is De Gea, Lindelof, Varane, Malacia, Wan-Bissaka, Martinez. Oh yeah, I see what he's doing. Bruno, Sabitzer, Rashford, Martial, Sancho. Yeah. You don't know what Ten Hag will do. But listen, thanks for watching. Like, comment, that subscribe button. Follow all our socials. Links in the description. The reason why the Instagram hasn't been running is because Instagram decided to be absolute arseholes and restrict us until Sunday. But yeah, we're active on Twitter for the time being anyways. But listen, thank you for watching. Enjoy your weekends. And speak to you tomorrow for the watch along at 12. Peace.